Nweze. I am an urban farmer and an accountant. So it's a great privilege to be acknowledged with such a wonderful group of artists. I've always been a fan of art, so I can now say I'm an artist. But my art is growing food and putting it in underprivileged areas. Food deserts is what we call it. And so I'm using creative installations, or will be using creative installations, to reuse unused or misused property. And showing people, like, for instance, this is in the backyard that people just cut grass. And that happens all over the city. We have small residential areas that can really be turned into small farms if we use them correctly. And we can change the relationship that people have with food, and so many economic problems that we have, health issues. It all can be changed by just where we choose to put food. And so my idea with the project is called, what I'll be doing is called the Living Grocery Store, to where we'll have these gardens and we'll invite people out to come and pick the food, right? Instead of sending people to a store, we bring them to the food so they can see how it is and see how the food is being produced. So potentially they can create this own installation at their own homes, on their own property. This will not be just be done on the ground. This will be container gardening. We'll be and so this gives me the opportunity to deal with some alternative methods, from growing out of glass bottles to potted plants and porches and patios and backyards and front yards, fences, all of these numbers of things. And so the purpose is to make gardening cool again, and to change the relationship, like I said, what people have with food. And we have seed swaps, to where we invite gardeners to come out with their seeds and we trade seeds, locally adapted seeds, not just seeds that have been purchased and may have been produced in Maine, but these are seeds that are grown organically here in Texas. So it gives people, we want to make sure people never go hungry. And so not only are we dealing with environmental issues, but we're dealing with self-sustainability, environmental emergency preparedness, because we live in hurricane country. And so these areas that which I'll be doing these projects in, you'll never be without food. When something happens and your grocery store is closed, not only will you'll have something better than what you can find in our local grocery stores. So we can change the relationship with food, possibly create jobs, and help people to be healthier. And then we'll invite people out, we'll have some cool events, and like I said, we want to make gardening cool again. Give people a reason to be healthy. You know, in my community, a lot of things are promoted to us that does not sustain life at all. So we want to sustain life in creative ways. So thank you.
I think pause for and I'm just going to bring out a giant check for you guys. So this is courtesy of Andy. So if we can take a little picture with our giant check.